Today, I have something so exciting to share with you. I just got back from Silicon Valley, Santa Clara, California. I was at a 4-day speaking training with some amazing trainers. Brandon Bouchard, Bo Easton, Roger Love, and Shailene Johnson. So I want to share with you today 3 things on how you can improve your life. 3 things. Real quick, I'm gonna talk about gaining clarity, forgiving and becoming grateful, and then also keep learning and growing yourself to figure out what you don't know that you don't even know, and also so you can stop being busy and being productive and stop working so hard and start working a little smarter. I'm so excited to share these 3 things with you. When you hop on, let me know where you are from. If you can relate to any of this, comment below. If you are watching this as a replay, just know I go through and I read all the comments, so feel free to interact if it is a replay. And if you see another comment that you like, thumbs up on. So the first thing that I want to talk about is gaining clarity. Gaining clarity on truly what you want to accomplish in your life, in your business. And it's not what someone else wants for you or what you think maybe this will make someone happy. No, it's what you want to accomplish. And what does it look like? How do you get there? How do you know when you've gotten there? So really ask yourself very specific questions. Am I willing to do what it takes? What obstacles could appear while I'm trying to get to where I'm going? What could show up during this journey? Excuse me. So gaining clarity on what you want. I lost my notes. So how to live the best life. Gain clarity. Be specific. What's it look like? What obstacles could hop up? And if those obstacles do appear, what do you need to do to get around them? Right? So set your GPS up for success. The next thing is forgive people and become grateful. So when you forgive someone, you're not forgiving them for them. When you forgive someone, it's for you. It's so you can release the anger, the hatred, the sadness, whatever emotion is tied to that. If you keep that in, you're hurting yourself, you're hurting those around you, and the best thing that you can do is forgive. Can you guys relate to that? And then be grateful. When you are grounded in gratitude, you're going to be able to not only feel full and happy, but you're going to be able to pour that out. And if you're not grateful and not coming from a place of gratitude, you're going to always be searching to keep filling yourself up. But when you're grounded in gratitude, you'll be able to easily fill yourself up. You'll be easily able to pour into those other people around you. So, recap, gain clarity on exactly what you want, what it looks like for you to get there, what obstacles are going to show up, what you can do to get around it. Forgive people, not for them, for you. And become grateful. I'm going to tell you a real quick story. I was raised, I didn't know how poor we were, but as I became an adult, I realized, man, how did my parents raise us? And I remember missing out on, wanting to wear Nike shoes or Adidas shoes, wanting to go to space camp when I was in 6th grade, I wanted one of those Gap sweatshirts, and it was embroidered, and so the Gap was shiny, but it had embroidery trimming it. I wanted one of those so bad. My parents couldn't afford it, so instead of them saying, we can't afford the, $20 sweatshirt, they said, Liz, my dad, why would you want to wear a shirt for them? Why are you going to advertise for them? If you're going to wear a shirt with their brand on it, they should be paying you. And so I'm forever grateful for being raised the way I was, because I was raised with so many values and loves and gifts like that. If you can relate to that, share a story below, right? Or comment, what are you grateful for? Or are you holding on to something that you need to forgive someone for? Probably. And it's not. Don't forgive them for them. Forgive them for you. And then the last thing is keep learning and growing yourself. Learn if you've never had this experience. Comment and let me know if you've never had this experience. You have this epiphany. Oh my gosh. I didn't know. I didn't even know that. I didn't know it. Have you ever had that? Oh my gosh. And the cool thing is, the more you learn, the more times you're going to have that experience. And it's incredible. And it's filling. And if you're grounded with gratitude, you're going to fill up. And you're going to be able to share your knowledge. You're not going to keep searching for what's missing. You're just going to keep learning. And so, keep growing yourself. People can take things from you. They can hurt you. You can be knocked down by things that are out of your control. But the one thing that can never be taken from you is your knowledge. What you know. Pour into yourself. Become the best version of you. Do it. Why not? Why not? Oftentimes it's fear. Lack of clarity. Maybe you've built up a wall from being hurt. What's stopping you? What's stopping you? If it's lack of clarity, ask yourself questions. Work through it. If you've got a brick wall up, forgive those that have hurt you. Be grateful for your circumstances. Like the founder and my friend Melanie Huscroft says, be obsessively grateful for the trials and triumphs. And the more you learn, the more you'll have to give. And the more you give, the more you'll get in return. So, if you can relate to this, let me know. If you see someone's comments, interact with them. If you're watching this on a replay, just know I do read all the comments, so I'll come back through. So, is there anything Tara Bartley says? I love this. And you are just glowing with knowledge and confidence from this weekend. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, I gained so much clarity this weekend. I'm exhausted. I'm beat. But spending those 4 days with some of the most amazing humans, it's just incredible. Like, I'm so full and so grateful for my husband for, saying, yeah, I'll take care of Ruby while you're gone. Go learn as much as you can. Be the best version of you. So for 25 years, my father was my biggest cheerleader. He still is my biggest cheerleader. But then I met this guy named Mark Medley, and he swooped me off my feet, this cute little Kentuckian. And guess what? He cheers me on just like my father. He teaches me just like my father. And my dad raising me, besides, I'm not getting you a Gap sweatshirt, they should be paying you. But he always said, marry someone like me. Find someone who treats you like I treat your mother. And so, fortunately for me, I kissed a bazillion frogs and I found him. So it made it easy to go and learn and absorb this knowledge. And not only take it in, but it's my responsibility to give it back. I don't want to keep this for me. What good does it do if I keep this to myself? None. None. And I can sit here and learn from people, but my biggest learning experiences were from teaching, from giving it back, sharing it. And I love it. So let me tell you about the people that were at this convention, not the speakers. The people I was sitting next to. They oozed love. I'm like, oh my gosh, where did you people come from? They were kind. They were educated. They were hungry. They wanted to be the best versions of themselves. They wanted to play at this level. at the level that we were made to do. They've knocked down their brick walls. You know, some of them are all the way, but they're on their way to having peace and harmony and creating a life by choice. I mean, it was incredible. Yes, I love you too, Ashley. Tara, unreal. Unreal. If you don't follow Brendan Bouchard, you can go to his YouTube channel. Amazing videos. Amazing. It just shouldn't surprise me that the people surrounding me over the past 4 days were so incredible, because he is so grateful and grounded in that gratitude. Sharing, kind. His mother was there. His family was there. He treated us as if we were his family. I mean, he really is living out his passion. And so it was incredible not to only be surrounded with such like-minded people, but to take in what they had to offer. It's like, I should probably be napping because I'm so like brain dead, fried, mushy, tired from traveling. My flight was delayed, but I can't because I have too much to give. I want to play at this level. I can sleep tonight after I feed my daughter and get her to bed. So I just wanted to hop on here and share that with you guys. Have the conversation. If you find value in it, share it with somebody. Tag them in here. Tara, those are the types of people we need to surround ourselves with. Yeah, we're the average of the 5 people we hang out with, right? Fortunately, unfortunately, fortunately, I think it's fortunately, one of the people I get to hang out with is a 4-year-old little girl, and she keeps me on my toes, but she reminds me and helps me find the little girl inside of me. Like, the little girl, and you guys can probably relate to this, the little kid that no didn't stop us. Mom, can I have a cookie? No. Mom, can I have a cookie? No. Mom, can I have a cookie? No. Like, you know, so when I see her acting these things out and having certain characteristics and dreaming big and imagining the unthinkable, crazy, you know, stuff that she comes up with, I love that because I can tune in to the little girl that I have and still bring her out. Someone who's not afraid to go get no's. Someone who can dream the wildest things and not let anything stop me and speak freely, right? So my husband, mechanical engineer, as another person that I spend most of my time with, and I learned so much from him. He is fun, happy, loving, giving, smart, but he processes, him and Ruby, my daughter, process totally different than I do. Like, they process with one portion of their brain. I process with a different portion of my brain. And I'm open to learning. I love growing. I want to be the best version of myself. If you have something that I struggle with, teach me your ways. Show me. I want to be amazing. What I was born to be. And so, thankfully, he, you know, I'm open to that, and he can help me. So it was really cool. So the other 3 people I spend most of my time with, another girl is Melina Carnell. She's an incredible leader. If you don't follow Melina Carnell, you gotta get onto her. She is spiritual and just powerful and just so in tune. And she makes me a better person. Another person that I spend a lot of time with is Kylie Riegler. Kylie McKay Riegler. Grew up with her. Her father was a pastor. She was the youngest of 3 kids. She's got 2 brothers. Like myself, I'm the middle, but I still have 2 brothers. And she makes me a better person. I'm like, if I'm struggling with something or how to convey a message or uneasy, you know, whatever, she's that voice. Like, I'm like, what would Kylie say? Right? So you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So being with so many amazing people this weekend, I made so many friends, so many contacts. For those of you that don't know this about me, is I love making friends. Like, I'm good at it. I love it. It fills me up. I've done it since I was a kid. I remember my mom taking us to the city pool Yeah, I don't know how old we were, 5, I guess. I remember it, so I couldn't have been too young. Making friends. Mom, this is my new friend. My mom, oh, what's her name? I'm like, hey, what's your name? Sally. I love it. And now, like, I'm a professional friend maker. I'm like, this is cool. But all the entrepreneurs I met, all the incredible people playing at a level 10, not playing small. Why are you playing small? Because you're scared? Really? You have one life. Stop being scared. Comment. You know what? Comment. Tell me what's stopping you. What's preventing you from going after some more no's? What's preventing you from creating a life of your design? Maybe it is lack of clarity. Maybe it's someone did something bad to you, but maybe it's fear. Is fear real? Maybe. Can you work through it? Absolutely. Are there videos on YouTube? Yeah. Yeah. And you know what cures fear? Action. Action. And maybe you have to do one thing at a time to get you a little bit closer through this fear. Step into it. Man up to that fear. Put your nose against fear's chest and do something. Do something. I am cheering you guys on. You have one life. Leave your takeaways below. Tag a friend if you think they will find value in this. I love you guys. I love you. And remember, I read all the comments afterwards because sometimes they don't show up, especially when your phone's sideways. It's like, oh, nothing's popping up. Or if it doesn't, gone. Tara Bartley just posted again. I think it's lack of clarity for me. It's hard for me to envision a life as a full-time entrepreneur. Okay, well, can I coach you on this? I know she'll say yes because I know Tara. So lack of clarity. What? I mean, just pretend you are a full-time entrepreneur. What would your day look like? Even more specific to gain more clarity. What would you do in the morning? Would you wake up to an alarm clock, or would you stop setting an alarm clock? Would you get up and meditate? Go get your coffee, scroll to your office in your PJs and slippers? Maybe then you would read a couple pages in your book, or maybe you would tune into a webinar and get your personal development straight thing in the morning so you start your day off filled, inspired, and ready to go. Maybe not. Maybe you're like, no, girl, I want to be an entrepreneur with 10 kids. So then you're going to have to wake up to an alarm clock probably to get them all fed and dressed. And if they go to school, you got to get them out the door and get them on the bus. Or maybe you drive them to school. What does it look like? What's it smell like? I mean, dream. Channel that inner girl, Tara. And when you can channel that, and you can smell the coffee that you wake up to in the morning, not alarm clocks. And when you can close your eyes and know, this is what I'm meant to do. This is what my day looks like, day in and day out. You'll start gaining that clarity. Write it down. Reread it. What you can imagine, you can create that life, but you have to imagine it. And I can coach you more on that, Tara. Elisa says, I have a tough time feeling I am worthy of great things. I am breaking this habit, though, and realizing the potential I truly have inside of me. Right. It's that, is there a wall around you protecting you? Is it something you keep telling yourself? Wasn't it an event that happened? At the beginning of this, I was talking about forgiveness. We talked about clarity and forgiveness and growing yourself to be the best version of yourself. But not feeling worthy. Maybe something happened and you need to forgive someone. Maybe you need to be grounded with gratitude so then you can fill yourself. And when you're grounded with gratitude and you're grateful for all the little things, you will feel full, and maybe that will help you feel the worthy. Yes, it's something that happened to me when I was a child. Yeah, forgive. You have to forgive for you. Not for what happened and not for who did it. But you have to forgive for you. Otherwise, you're not going to feel worthy, or you're not going to live up to your potential. You're not going to go after your dreams, right? So identify what's stopping you, what's holding you back. I was in a car accident when I was 20, it was 2005. I don't know how old I was, but in 2005, I was in a car accident. Not my fault. I was T-boned, flipped my vehicle. I should have been at work. At that point, I'd owned my salon for a few years. I worked day in, day out. I never got off early. I got a spray tan that evening, and I was able to leave an hour early. On my way home, bam! Some girl texting driving, smashed into my car, flipped my vehicle, and I was in shock, but I wasn't so badly injured that I needed to go to the hospital. However, years later, 11 years later, I still pay for the pain from it. However, I'm way better, but I couldn't heal. I could barely walk. I had this real weird limp. And I wasn't limping because I was compensating for something hurting. I was limping because my hips weren't right. They couldn't figure it out. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. I couldn't heal. I went to a pain counselor, a therapist for pain, a psychiatrist for pain. And she said, you have to find something. You have to figure out something to be able to release this anger. Because not only was I in pain, I was pissed. I remember even going to the doctor's office, pacing back and forth because he was making me wait an hour after my appointment. I was pissed. I hurt. And so what she had me do, this is the exercise she had me do. And I don't know if this will help you or not. It may. Or maybe if you're watching this, you know someone who this exercise will help. She had me write her name. This girl's name was Sarah Taylor. She was young. Sarah Taylor. She had me write her a letter. Dear Sarah Taylor, I fucking hate you. You have changed my life forever. You know, your irresponsibility is making me suffer because you couldn't wait on a text message. You were speeding. You ran the red light. I didn't do anything. And now you are making me suffer. You're delaying my dreams. You're costing me money. And you're making me angry. I wrote her the nastiest letter. I told her everything that I was thinking. And I never sent it. Don't send the letter. Forgot to tell you that part. I was not writing this to send it to her. I was writing this as if I was going to send it to her. I was writing this if this is everything I have to tell you. I got it out. Ooh, I got it. It was good. I mean, I was pages and pages to Miss Sarah Taylor. And then I said, okay, it's out. I've got to forgive her. I have to get it out so I can move on. And then, I go to the chiropractor every 2 weeks and I still, I'm like, Sarah. But no, not really. I'm not angry. But it was a huge lesson. Huge lesson. And I mean, I have other stories about forgiving people. But forgive them for you. Forgive them for you so you can move forward and gain clarity, right? Yes. So, Tara, you should do it too. A lot of people should. A lot of people should. They're carrying around weight that's unnecessary. And when you're carrying around all this extra weight, there's no more room for the fun stuff and things that we should be grateful for. There's like a fuzz or something flying around. Oh, off my pants. So yeah, let me know how it goes. If you try out that letter writing, maybe you need to send a couple, don't send a couple letters. Maybe you need to write a couple letters to get through it. I was just in a car accident. That's nothing compared to what some other people go through, right? And have gone through and fight daily. That's changed their lives. Mine's just physical, pain. It's nothing, I didn't die, didn't cause mental damage. It could have. If I would have held on to all that anger over all these years, I would hurt more. And not just physically. My head would hurt. I'd be bummed because I'm letting dreams and goals pass me by. No, it's not going to stop me. So, yes, I think that's it. Let me scroll through here real quick before I hop off and see if there's anything else that I missed. Tara, the imagining is the hard part. I definitely message you after this live session. Yeah, do. I have some activities that we can do to help you start dreaming. Dream a little dream. Yep. Let's see. And Elisa, I think it's Elisa. You are worthy. You are worthy. I don't know what it's going to take for you to realize your worth. But you are. We're humans. Humans! We are incredible creatures. Smart. Capable of anything. Anything. If you're willing to do the work, willing to work through the challenges. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all we got. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye.